In any line of work, retirement promises pretty much the same thing: rest and relaxation. Some people travel, others try new hobbies, and retiree Gary Roberts passes the time in his backyard with a good book.
It's called Masterful Wood Turning. It's a book of inspiration and projects and how-to for the wood turner that wants to improve his skills.
It's a fine summer afternoon in Austin, Texas, perfect for a good Western epic or a mystery novel. But today, Gary's reading is a little more technical. A book of drawings, plans, and instructions titled Masterful Wood Turning. You see, when he isn't lost in a book, Gary Roberts has another hobby: whittling away the idle hours as a wood turner.
Well, I've been carving most of my life. Discovered the lathe in the late 60s, early 70s, and been turning ever since. It's a great hobby, excellent therapy, and can be a good profession if that's what you want to do.
Working wood has never been Gary's profession, just a lifelong passion. He's a humble man and modest about his skill level, but Gary's prowess with the lathe will leave you spinning. You might even say he wrote the book on wood turning. In fact, he wrote this book, Masterful Wood Turning by S. Gary Roberts.
I had a request from a major publisher that asked me to do a project book on how to do different projects, ones that were original designs, and to have a photograph of the piece, a narrative of how to do the piece, and a set of dimensional drawings to do the piece. And I went to the file and started taking out projects that I had done and began to turn it into book form.
His book of projects sums up a lifetime of spare time spent sawing, shaving, and shaping wood. Here, even the most advanced turners will find information and inspiration from a collection of complex masterworks. And for a real challenge, Gary even includes plans for a few of his trademark animated music boxes.
I enjoy making music boxes that are animated, that move, and I use VCR belts. I make my own shivs. I use simple little music mechanism to create movements. Wood is alive, and it constantly changes. We're taking a limb that was dead that would have been made into firewood and giving it a second life. I wouldn't want to show you some of the first things that I did on the lathe. Most of it wound up in the fireplace. I don't think there's any such thing as perfect in anything, but it does get you better at your skills, and the more you practice, the better you get. If you're doing a very complex piece, the piece is much more important than the hours that it takes to put into it to have it turn out well. So you get to the point quickly to where you ignore the hours and enjoy the work. It's just like enjoying the trip rather than the destination. When you are making a piece, you want to make it with such quality that your great-great-grandson will pick it up and not find a flaw and say, my great-great-grandfather made this piece. Look how nice it is.
Some see retirement as an opportunity to rest. Others see a chance to reinvent themselves. Day by day and chip by chip, Gary Roberts manages to give a piece of himself to the world. Now his creations act as proof that good people are like a good piece of wood. They get better with age, and you never really know what's inside until a few layers have been worn away.
Once you get beyond the bark of the wood, the exterior, it has an inner beauty, just like people. You know, once you get past the facade that we all carry around with us, to me, they're parallel. Getting inside a piece of wood, seeing what God has given us through His creation. When you run your hand over a well-polished piece of wood and you see the inner workings of the wood and the nature of the grain and the shine, the imperfections and the perfections, you just have to have a near religious experience. For me, that's going to church every time you make a nice piece of wood or you find a piece of wood that you know has some kind of nice inner beauty to it. I've never met an atheist that was a woodworker.